On April 29th, 2025, we remember and honor 8 remarkable individuals whose voices shaped courts, cathedrals, concert halls, and the cultural conversations of their time. From justice and theology to architecture and music, their work echoed across disciplines and decades, leaving imprints both public and profound. Judge James Cacheris served the United States District Court for the Eastern District of Virginia with distinction, integrity, and fairness across 3 appointments. A pillar of legal reason and judicial leadership, he helped shape key rulings and upheld the law with a steady hand. His legacy remains carved into the American legal landscape, a testament to lifelong public service. Robert Campbell saw the soul of cities in steel, stone, and skyline. As the architecture critic for the Boston Globe, he elevated public appreciation for urban design, blending insight with poetry. A Pulitzer Prize winner, Campbell's commentary shaped not only buildings, but how we understand the spaces we live in. He passed from complications of Parkinson's disease, but his voice remains foundational to modern criticism. Roy Cooper, known as the Super Looper, was a legend in the rodeo arena, a world champion calf roper and a trailblazer in professional rodeo. His grit and grace electrified fans and inspired future generations of cowboys. Tragically lost to a house fire, his spirit rides on in every loop of the rope and every cheer from the stands. For a century, Bernard Garfield's life was filled with music. Principal bassoonist of the Philadelphia Orchestra for decades, composer, and revered teacher, Garfield brought warmth and expression to every note. His artistry resonated across concert halls and classrooms alike, making him a foundational figure in American classical music. David Horowitz was a provocative and controversial voice in American political discourse. From his early days on the left to his later conservative activism, Horowitz was a fearless polemicist and the founder of the David Horowitz Freedom Center. Whether praised or critiqued, his voice stirred thought and challenged the status quo. He passed from cancer, leaving behind decades of ideological impact. Robert Monks was a pioneering voice for corporate accountability, a businessman and political figure. He championed shareholder rights and transparency long before it was common practice. His work reshaped conversations on governance and ethics in the boardroom, leaving a legacy of reform and responsibility. David Tracy was one of the most influential Catholic theologians of the modern era. Known for his deep intellect and spiritual inquiry, Tracy sought to bridge faith and reason, tradition and modernity. A priest and professor, he offered theology that embraced complexity and dialogue. His writings continue to shape spiritual scholarship around the world. Sue Stapley's career spanned law, public relations, and television, including work on iconic shows like Doctor Who and Z-Cars. A solicitor with a flair for communication, she navigated the corridors of influence with sharp wit and deep expertise. Her legacy bridges the worlds of justice, media, and storytelling. On this day, we honor James Cacheris, Robert Campbell, Roy Cooper, Bernard Garfield, David Horowitz, Robert A.G. Monks, David Tracy, and Sue Stapley. In law, art, faith, and public life, they left their mark. Though they now rest, the echoes of their influence continue in every decision, performance, and idea they inspired. May their memories be a blessing.